Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got a pretty big rumor to go over regarding Pokemon Legends Arceus. It's been making its rounds online. A lot of people seem to believe it. It is just a rumor though at the end of the day, so take it with a grain of salt as always. But like I say, a lot of people seem to be believing it for whatever reason. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. 500 likes is always the target. It really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts about this alleged leak. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, and make sure to subscribe as well if you're brand new. We do daily Pokemon content on this channel. Ring that notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the latest rumors. So, starting things off, this is the rumor. It was posted 4 days ago by Vegetable Feed 6991, and it is titled Pokemon Legends as it stands 30/05/2021. Notice that is how people like in the UK write the date, so it's definitely a British person or someone that's from the UK, obviously, because we write the date first, then the month, then the year. Anyway, I got 63 upvotes, and like I say, it is labeled as a leak. So again, I don't know who labels these, but apparently it's, according to this person, it's a leak. Now, it's not a leak because it's not been confirmed, but let's see what it has to say. So, it starts off by saying, below is everything I've seen in Pokemon Legends Arceus as the end of May. So, obviously, that doesn't mean that there's not going to be anything else added to the game. It's just apparently up to the 30th of May, this is what is in the game that we don't know about. They also did a little Q&A as well, which we're going to go over at the end of the video. Just interesting, so I don't know really. We'll have to see what it says. The main character does have a rival. Their gender corresponds with the gender of your main character. The one I was able to see was the female one, not Dawn. It's a new character with silver hair. Now, it was never going to be Dawn because she's not born yet. This is way back when. So yeah, basically the gender corresponds with the gender of your character. So that's pretty cool. So there's 2 different rivals you get. And obviously the female one has silver hair, and obviously it's not Dawn. Then it says the rival guides you to the professor's lab, introduces you to battle mechanics. She/he isn't exactly a rival yet, but later in the story, they are competing to reach Mount Coronet before you. So I don't know if that's one of the goals that you have to do, is to get to the top of Mount Coronet. Also interesting that they say the professor's lab. Like, it didn't really look like a lab when we were seeing like the starter Pokemon and stuff on the reveal trailer. It just kind of looked like that room. So yeah, to me it didn't really look like a lab, but maybe it's just that's what they're calling that room. But yeah, it didn't look like one. There wasn't like loads of technical stuff around. I know it was like back in time and stuff, but that's just something that I thought I'd add to that conversation. It says the game contains Breath of the Wild-like quests, all of which giving small lore details and items. There's this one quest in the starting village. We have to stop a Carnivine from eating a bunch of crops. It's really cute. So that would be really cool. It'd be something that would keep the game alive, and just a bunch of other things to do apart from the main story is what kind of helps single player games stay relevant and stuff. So yeah, that's why Breath of the Wild did so well, because there's just so much stuff to do. So yeah, hopefully there are a bunch of little quests you can do, whether this is true or not. Hopefully there are a bunch of things added to the game as well as the main storyline to help you just keep playing, and hopefully the game does have quite a long game time to complete it. It says you unlock new Pokeballs by crafting new technology with apricorns and these strange stick things. You start with only having base Pokeballs until a little later on in the game. So I'm guessing the new Pokeballs is literally everything that you usually get from apricorns, so like your friend balls, your moon balls, everything like that. And then I guess you can also craft great balls and ultra balls and stuff. But yeah, it makes sense that you'd be able to obviously get those later on in the game. You probably complete a quest or something, then that allows you to get all the different Pokeballs. Or maybe there's like a certain quest you can do and then you unlock that Pokeball. So maybe it's like, I don't know, you have to do something regarding a love disc and that unlocks the love ball or something like that. And then it says wild Pokemon battles are mostly optional. However, some are aggravated by footsteps or being close to them. They will initiate battles. Now that kind of makes sense because obviously we can sneak. Now I know that's primarily used for sneaking up on Pokemon to catch them, but I guess it would also be used for like sneaking past big Pokemon so you don't have to interact with them. That definitely makes a lot of sense. It says there's a lot of sea in this game. Oh, Well, we all know how auras went with that, surprising as there wasn't that much in Diamond and Pearl. You can ride on an exploration support Pokemon, ESP, to cross places with water. So I'm guessing that's kind of similar to the leak that we saw, where there was Pokemon climbing, there was a Pokemon flying, and there was a Pokemon like running, and we seem to be riding that Pokemon. It would make sense that we would also have one to allow us to cross oceans. So yeah, I mean, you don't have to be a leaker to kind of work out that we'd probably get something for the water as well. So it says ESPs, otherwise known as the Exploration Support Pokemon, are recruited from different laboratories across the Sinnoh region. So I guess it maybe works in HMs where you just kind of find them as you go through the game or something, and you can't access certain areas until you get that exploration thing, so you won't be able to cross water until you do like this whole surf situation. Your main goal is to reach Mount Coronet and discover the legend of Arceus. The ESPs act like gym badges that stop main quest progression. More info in a later post. So yeah, well, it says the ESPs act like gym badges. Now, there's probably not going to be gyms and stuff in this game. There's probably going to be strong trainers, and obviously there's a lot of talk about boss battles as well from what we saw from the leaks. But yeah, that would kind of, you need something to halt the fact that you can't go like everywhere at the start. The Pokedex doesn't really exist here. It's more of a findings log. The catch 'em all thing isn't a predominant goal in the game. Well, I mean, you're making the first Pokedex, so obviously it wouldn't exist, would it? Because you're making it. So at the end of the game, it would obviously exist, because I'm guessing, well, I mean, it says obviously the main point of the story is to reach Mount Coronet, but obviously the main point of the story is always to create the first Pokedex as well. So I don't know if that's like the same kind of thing, and maybe like Arceus is the last Pokemon you have to get for the Pokedex or something, but yeah, I don't really know. But yeah, of course the Pokedex doesn't really exist because it hasn't been made yet. It's because you're the one that's making it. There are these amazing areas that contain rare Pokemon. One place was a ruin with dragon bones scattered around it, containing a Gibble / Gabite / Garchomp, depending on how far you got in the game, all of which is catchable as soon as you leave the professor's lab. That's all I can remember seeing from the game. It's all still in the works. Things may be changed, removed, or added anytime after this has been posted. Always got to get that in as well, you know, just in case you got something wrong. You know, you can be like, well, look, I did say it could get changed. You know, that's just kind of a like get out of jail free card there. And then we obviously have the Q&A as well that we're going to go over. But quickly, we'll go over what people are saying. Kind of believable, not going to lie, compared to the leakers. This one is more specific. Should have made this clear. Things may be changed. Refer to the Pokeballs. Again, they're saying it again, like things could be changed. You know, it's just a get out of jail free card. If you were that certain about it, like you would be like, yeah, this isn't going to get changed. Wild battles are a little strange as of right now. Doubt they're completed. I've seen a couple of drafts for the battle UI, which makes me believe they're reworking certain things. Apologies for the misunderstanding. I won't make any more edits. More info will be dumped in another post soon enough. And then I guess that's the editor post, I guess, or something. I don't have much, but I'll keep it nice and simple. After initial tutorial events, main character finds a piece of what seems like a broken wind instrument. It was an orange / brown color, small engravings, too small to be read out. This is an educated guess, since I haven't actually seen much more of the flute fragment, but I'd assume that you'd go around finding pieces of this flute and bringing it back to the main lab. This is where you'd craft and go into summon Arceus, and I'm guessing they're referring to the Azura flute. Ties into the ESP main story progression boundaries, i.e. diving underwater, climbing mountains, all to get the pieces of the flute. I kind of like that. It gives me vibes of Wind Waker, you know, where you have to go find the pieces of the Triforce and you have to go all around the different world and obviously get the treasure chests and stuff. It kind of gives me those kind of vibes, and I actually like that part of Wind Waker as well, where you have to go and collect like the different things to create what you're trying to find. I'd love to hear your theories on how the story can be driven. All I know is that Mount Coronet is the end goal, and the flute pieces play a pretty large role. Think of them as pieces of the Triforce or something. Oh, well, yeah, there you go. Also, I'll run a Q&A later. Yeah, so I kind of get it. Does make a little bit of sense, because obviously in Pokemon Legends Arceus, the actual game case, we do see Mount Coronet at the top. More importantly, the spear pillar, and a lot of people are thinking you get there and then something happens and then that's what destroys the spear pillar. And then obviously in Diamond and Pearl, when we go there, it's all broken and stuff, where we summon Diamond, Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, or anything like that. It's obviously all broken, so maybe something happens with Arceus at the top of the spear pillar, destroys it, and then that's what it looks like in the present day. But yeah, it says regardless of whether this is real, it seems very likely direction of the game to go if they're taking inspiration from Breath of the Wild. More of an emphasis on side quests, smaller cities and towns, maybe the humble beginnings of Jubilife and Hearthome. It's funny, Hearthome is mentioned by one of the traveling battlers. Thanks for reminding me. So yeah, a lot of people are saying, well, it says, let's be real, your last paragraph just cover up yourself, your leak is wrong. You could just say, I said the game could change, so I'm not wrong or something. The guy who leaked BDSP and PLA before the announcement, who said that they were subject to change. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying as well. It's just a little bit of a scapegoat, get out of jail free card, really. But anyway, this is the Q&A, where they basically said a lot of stuff. So this person asks about new forms, new Pokemon, new battle mechanics in regards to this. I haven't really seen any new forms for the Pokemon present in Pokemon Legends Arceus. However, when I saw several renditions of the battle UI/HUD, there was something grayed out, something to keep in mind. I'll buy it. What's the complete plot if you've seen so far? Do abilities make a return? Why are the starters those three? Do they get any buffs or new moves from the base games? About what percent of the game have you seen? What's your favorite, least favorite thing you've seen? So abilities are back, some are tweaked, which is interesting because obviously they weren't present on the website and they're still not present on the website. Those starters are due to the professor's travels across many regions. That's as much info as we get. All moves perform the same, including status effects. Hard to put into perspective, as I've seen moments from the start, middle, and the end, but separate percentages for each one. Favorite is the Dragon Lairs, least favorite is the lack of NPCs in certain areas, forests, etc. How much you know about BDSP? I know a small amount regarding things that public hasn't seen before BDSP. I know that the main framework of the game is completed, and there's a mystery gift being sent out when it launches. That's all I know. That's not really anything crazy though, because we kind of know that that's a thing. And then also they always give a mystery gift out, so that's not even like that anyone can say that. Will Arceus talk in the cutscenes? There's something I don't know. It's insinuated that Arceus could talk in one of the beta cuts, but take that with a grain of salt. How long is the game? Seen a bug testing session last about 3 hours, and still after that the player didn't even cover even a quarter of Sinnoh's geographical area. The game is big. Well, I mean, that's just 12 hours, isn't it then? 3, 6, 9, 12 is just a quarter. I don't know. And then tell me about the villains and their motives. I've not seen any villains so far, however there is an emphasis on the distortion world. So yeah, I mean, it's hard to really say if this is like legit or not. It doesn't really, like, I don't know, like it sounds plausible, you know. Everything they've kind of gone over does sound plausible and definitely could be in the game, but it's just when they write stuff like this, I don't know, it just kind of makes them a little bit less believable, because they're like, oh, things could change, you know, and if they do, like, I'm still right. So yeah, I don't know. It sounds good though, like, if it was true, like, this does sound legit. I mean, a lot of people seem to like it. 63 votes. It's labeled as a leak, but again, obviously we won't know. Hopefully we do get some stuff soon. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the Pokemon Presents and this rumored Switch Pro and whatever right now. I honestly don't know. It's been crazy. It's been a whirlwind. We were supposed to get the Switch Pro last week announcement, didn't get that. Supposed to get a Presents last week. Apparently that's getting pushed to next week now. Switch Pro, I don't know where that's going. It's hard to say right now. I'm sure we'll get a lot of questions answered next week in terms of when we're getting things, but at least we're definitely getting a Nintendo Direct on the 15th, which of course we will be streaming. So if you want to pop in for that, make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell, leave a like if you enjoyed today's video, leave a comment. What are your thoughts on everything we covered? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. That's everything from me though. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.